Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Eco. Batman is here. Welcome in, Batman. Thank you for claiming first. So last time we did quite a bit of mechanics work, at least as much as we could get done in the that I wanted to get done, given the amount of the fact we don't have any advanced modules. But we did also get our pottery skill researched and taken. Got a little bit of that going. Dan, welcome in. We're securing the hat and going on with the tentacles, huh? Alrighty. Mark, welcome in. Tentacle hat time. Okay. So we set up a batch of bricks to be made so that would unlock some more levels, which means unlocking more recipes. So we have a bunch more stuff because we made it to pottery level 5 with the 160 bricks that we made the last time, which was pretty good. So we made, we exclusively made the shale bricks, which basically cut the amount of clay needed in half by replacing it with shale, with some crushed shale, which is really useful because clay, while it's not hard to get, you have to have 12 clay versus 4 crushed shale, and 4 crushed shale is basically 4 blocks of shale chopped and put in there. So in terms of numbers of blocks, it cuts it down by quite a bit. So anyways, we have now a bunch of those bricks made. We made those and then we fired them in the kiln. We have a few other things we can make here, at least at some point. Ceramic molds, which we talked about, are only used for steel, so we don't really care about those right now. Clay molds we've been making, those are actually a gathering recipe. But we can now make pots. And pots are an interesting decoration. We haven't had anything quite like this anymore, so I want to make a couple of these each, I think, just for right now. We can make more later, but just a couple of each. Because they serve as a decoration in the house, but they have one extra feature, if you haven't seen it before. And that's kind of it for this table. And I think, if I remember correctly, there are only 2 tables that we can do anything pottery related on. Let's see, checking. No, 3. The lab. Okay, there's only 2 tables that we can do anything pottery specific on. And the other one over here is the bakery oven. Now, the bakery oven, or sorry, the kiln, we can make a bakery oven. Now that we have some bricks made, we can feed in 10 iron bars and a cooking utensil and make a bakery oven, which we're going to do. Actually, we should go ahead and just queue one of those up right now. We may make more later. I don't think so, but we may. Maybe. There's a reason to have multiple, so we might make more, but I don't know if I will use that reason. I may just blow it off. But we'll talk about it later. I think it was 10 iron and a cooking utensil. Guess I could have jacked. Go in there, and you can go in there. That'll make that. We also made we turned those wet bricks into a crap ton of regular bricks. So we have 160, well now 140 since we just turned 20 of them into a bakery oven. We can also make a brick fireplace. That's going to take quite a lot of those bricks and irons. I think I'm going to wait on this one until later. The charcoal recipes are the ones we already we've already made, or we already looked at making. We don't really want to make those until we have a pot. Yes, until we have a decent module in here, because they don't really give us a benefit until then. But the glassworks we could do. We'll need one anyway, and I'm only ever going to make one of these because they're ridiculously huge. They make the sawmill look simple. 8 iron and 20 wood boards. That we can do. We can probably just link in the wood boards, maybe. A lot of the stuff linked here that shouldn't be. Maybe. Yeah. Where's my... Oh, there it is. And don't have enough made. Nope, I gotta make some more boards. Actually, that's right here, Wally. Right in here. Make like 40 of those, I guess. Could he use some today? Yeah, I bet. I probably could have too. I don't know. And then 10, or 8 iron, rather, for this one. There we go. And then you can have 20 of these boards. Ah. Like that. Alrighty. What else do we have? Standing steel brick sign. Well, we need steel plates for that. Got a half dozen adventures with the floor today. Oh, geez. So we can't make this yet because, well, we need the steel. Tallow lamps we looked at, that was actually a masonry thing here. There's 2 masonry recipes here in the kiln. Sinks we could actually make. We can't make toilets yet. Actually, yeah, we can make white powder, can't we? Because we can mill that. Yeah, we should make some sinks and some bathtubs, maybe. Although they're quite expensive at this point, so it may or may not be worth it. But we definitely cannot make toilets because we need steel pipes for that. 2 pretty loud pops. Ouch. Rogue Bell, welcome in. We are just looking at what else pottery related we want to make. Let's see. So we made 2 of these pots each, and we're going to go put them upstairs. Which rooms might not yet have hit their decoration cap? Decoration support, decoration, decoration. I think it's going to be all of them. No, actually, the big kitchen could use some more decoration. Decoration. The 3rd kitchen. Okay. Decoration and decoration. So it looks like a couple of kitchens would be good for these pots, and I think one of the kitchens is this one? Maybe. Down here we can find that out for sure. Nope, not this one. Super behind, so you're gonna go watch YouTube to catch up. Have a good stream. Alrighty, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate the lurks. That we haven't done anything with those 2 rooms yet. Oh no, I've let the torches go out. Oh no, let's fix that real quick. Have they all gone out? No, there's still some running. Let's go with 9, 18, 25 maybe. And there's no wood in your range here. That's because you're looking at wood roof, and there's no wood in wood roof. Where is white roof? There it is. Should do nicely. Make sure you don't have any tables that got mysteriously added. Yeah, thought so. Or any storages, rather, that got mysteriously added. Because it'll put them damn torches in there if I make too many of them. Okay. So then the correct kitchen for this is going to be this one then. Yeah, this one has like no decorations. So let's put some pots in here, although we do need to save room for the bakery oven. Put a square pot and a round pot. And the way these work is they actually have a storage slot. The storage slot isn't like a normal storage slot. We can plant something there. So let's say we wanted to plant sunflower in there. One of these, please. Go in there. Wait, that's not a seed, Wally. Sunflower seed in there. Let's see. Sunflower seed. There it is. That will grow sunflowers. And it's rotated, stupid. But that's alright, I don't care. And so we can do the same thing again. We could grow anything that's a seed you can grow in these. So we could even grow like a little palm tree. They're all miniaturized. Well, the trees are all miniaturized. The plants, I guess, are probably full size, but the trees are miniaturized to fit into a limited space as full-grown trees. So that's kind of a nice thing in that they don't jerk you around too much. Was there any other rooms that did not quite yet? Oh, yes, the other kitchen. Right, of course. The main kitchen doesn't have any decorations in it. Well, it has maybe that. That counts as decoration. I can't remember if it does or not. It does. Rug decoration, though, not decoration. Okay, so let's put these maybe just right in there. At least one of them in there. And we can find another seed. What else do we want to grow? Any suggestions or ideas? Let's grow a papaya tree in one of them. And then we can do the final one. I'll do it back here. And let's do a... maybe a flower. Maybe do orchid. That might be good. Yeah, there we go. So that's just some decorations. The adding the seeds in, as far as I know, doesn't actually affect the capability or the decoratability of a thing. Like these each have a 1.5 decoration. This kitchen now says that it has a round pot at 1.5 and a square pot at 0.6 because it gets 40% of the value because it's the second one. So yeah, it doesn't affect the it doesn't affect the decoratability of the plant, but it does give us the ability to have some decorations in there, which is kind of nice. You're still chugging along? Yeah, it's going to take it a while to get these all filled in again. Actually, it's almost done. Maybe 2 or 3 more to go. Okay, so I made a few too many. Did I make that many? Oh, I know why I made too many. Yeah. Oh, well, there'll be a few queued up for future. Oh, well. Okay, so that kind of takes care of pottery. We could build with the bricks, but... meh. I don't really know what I would build with them. They're a lot harder to make than lumber is. I have a lot of lumber made. I could potentially accent with them. Actually, that might be a good idea. Let's grab a stack of bricks. We'll do some accenting of our mechanics building with bricks here. I have a cart. I do have a cart on me. And we'll put up our bakery oven too. And does this require exhaust? It does not. Let's go here to power. Let's turn off all the things. I have a cart full of fuel here, so we'll give you 10. I'll give you 20. How much do you have left? Okay, plenty. Use a brick house. So this actually we can use right away. Masonry has 3 recipes in the brick oven. One of them is baked mortar. Turns 4.75 wood pulp into 1 mortar at the low cost of 60 masonry labor and for 2 seconds. We can also turn rice into mortar. It does at least give you 3 per craft for 8 rice. Well, 7.6 rice. But that seems a bit expensive too. And then finally we have wheat. Again, 7.6 into 3 mortar. The advantage to these, though, is that these aren't moduled yet. Once we get a module, and especially a good module, maybe to be worth it. And then we can obviously make our advanced modules here too. The advanced baking upgrade, which is the second level of baking. The baking upgrade here, which is the first real group of things here. And then somewhere, there's a masonry advanced upgrade at the cement kiln. And that'll get us, obviously, that final tier of the masonry one. But the rest of the recipes here are either baking or advanced baking. And we don't have those skills yet, so we can't make anything here besides these. And I don't think these are going to be worth it. 4.75 to 1 with 60 masonry labor. Devion, welcome in. Yeah, Eco the Dolphin. We could try to find Eco the Dolphin. It's pretty tough to find, though. Although Derpumu found his by accident. But, Campfire, for the charred mortar turns 5 into 1 with 15 labor, but that's actually 15 calories. Whereas the 60 labor over here is less calories because it's masonry. It's only 30 calories. So it's more calories. It's going to take almost the same amount of wood pulp, and it's only going to produce the same amount of mortar. And it's going to take less time, but not that much less time. So I don't think it's worth it. I never have thought that recipe was really worth it, because by the time I'm ready to bake mortar, I'm just going to make the masonry mortar out of sand and use the plant fibers for making particle boards or whatever the heck else. Not the plant fibers, the wood pulps for making particle boards or whatever else out of. What else do we want? What else can we make out of those? Cellulose fiber. I don't really get the point. And fertilizer, yeah. I don't get the point in using this stuff to make mortar at this point in the game. Doesn't make sense to me. So bricks. If we wanted, which I do want, we could like take out some of these. Maybe those two, but maybe not. And we could do just some little accent of bricks here in the construction of other things. Bricks are an interesting build item, though, because it's for the first time we get a bunch more different block forms, which actually I want to take a look at here. But yeah, I can do something like this to make it look a little bit nicer or a little bit different. Maybe or maybe not taking out the corners up there too, but to make it look a little bit different, that's kind of a thing you can do. But just to kind of compare, if you look at this form screen here, this is what we can make out of bricks. And if you look at this form screen here, this is what we can make out of logs. You see just 2 basic forms, 4 thin forms, about 7 roof forms, support, and 2 climbing. And the bricks have an additional basic form called aqueduct. And we can talk about what that means in a minute. It has some extra thin forms, including thin floors and thin ceilings, or floor tops, thin walls, windows on the edge of the block as opposed to in the middle of the block, and window grills there, just like these have windows and window grills. Still the same 7 roof block types, but also these slope block types, which are different from the roofs. If you look at this, even though it has the same shape as this roof block has the tile, the clay tile looking effect on it, whereas this is just brick. So it's kind of more of a decorative block than the others. And then you have this one here, and you have this one here, which is like the upside down triangle. And then you also have an upside down slope like that one, only it's slope. So some different decorative blocks there. And then here in the supports, in addition to the column, we also have braces, which are kind of a L-shaped piece. We also have the brace that would be the inverse of that. You could see you could even do something if you wanted, like a big O shape. Have some of these. I can leave that there. You can also do the side braces, so you can do kind of a similar type of thing, but laying on its side here. And we have an under brace corner, which would be used to, let's say you wanted to transition from this type of slope back into this one and this direction. That would kind of make that a smooth transition there with the corner. We have the brace corner. Is that an under brace corner? The brace corner, which is the bottom version of that. Yeah, architectural blocks. Yep, Mark's all excited now. Brace turn, which is the kind of the inverse of those. So you could do like this if you wanted to have an internal turn. And then you have brace turn under, which I will take this one out and put that in there, which is obviously the version of that. So you have a top and a bottom for each of those types of blocks, and then you also have this version here. And you can kind of, combine those and meld those in different ways to form different types of shapes as you want. And then there's a small corner brace here, which might be used to, you wanted to just catch a little bit like that, or maybe not there, but like here. If if you wanted to try to join those two together a little bit, it kind of looks better that way rather than having the flat edge there. No, so this is the first material these extra forms are available in as brick. The first one we've encountered. They are available in most of the end game forms, specifically at least the ashlar and the composite lumber, which we'll obviously explore then. Those are all the tier 5 materials, or 2 of the 4 tier 5 materials. But as far as this goes, these are this is the first time we've seen them. So lumber does not have them, and neither do any of the tier 2 blocks, like the hewn and the stone, and the Adobe doesn't have them either. Although Adobe has those other unique forms that are bespoke to Adobe. Was that all we had that was new here? Oh, and then there's Mark. Was it you that asked a few streams ago about different ramps besides the road ramps, like different slope pieces? Because if so, this is your day here. Let's do a linear. So bricks is also the first form that has a slope available that is not a road piece, but it follows the same rules as the road pieces. So you can, so it's just kind of a basic slope brick, a 1-to-4 ratio, as opposed to, these that are 1-to-1 ratio, or a 45-degree slope. Those are, I don't know, you do the tangent. I'm not going to do it. Whatever the tangent of 1/4 is. That's that there. The 4-to-1 or 1-to-4, I guess, rise over run 1-to-4 slope, as opposed to these being a 1-1 slope. I think in ashlar and also in composite lumber, there's 1-2 slopes as well. So we can look forward to those. But yeah, and then these thin blocks, by the way, I didn't show them, but they're just a real thin piece. Compared to a regular cube, for example. Take these out, leave some of these out. So I can have them back. They're a real thin piece there, and we can do the bottom or we can do the top like that, and then we can do a side piece like an edge wall. So it's just the same thin piece, but as an edge wall, and then we can do a window version of the edge wall. Go on top of there. Thank you. Either in that form or in this form. So a lot more architectural blocks available now, styles, and then more to come. I think they've said they plan on going back and adding more of these forms to some of the other blocks. Maybe not all the way down into hewn and mortared, but into lumber and some of the tier 4 stuff. I don't think the tier 4 stuff has them at all either. But we're going to explore all those as we get to them. But yeah, bricks they went and did all this for, which is good because it kind of gives you a good taste of some of what you can do in the end game here in the mid game. So that's architectural forms, except for one, the aqueduct. And what does the aqueduct do? It does exactly what it says it does. If you put it in water, which this is kind of hard to demonstrate, but if you put it in water, if you were to dig a channel out from the water, like out from the river, if I were to dig like an underground channel here or something from there, underneath the ground here, eventually the water would stop flowing in that direction. It has to do with a function of the game engine and the way they're rendering water, or the way they're spawning water actually to begin with. And basically it's that water is generated by a water spawner block, and then so many tiles adjacent to that block up to whatever the current water level is will fill in with water, kind of in like a, I don't know, maybe like a logarithmic curve or something of slope out to 0. So every so often you have to have a water spawner block, otherwise the water will just disappear. So if you were to dig a channel off of an existing water supply, eventually you would run out of water. And so what the aqueduct lets you do is it basically tells that water spawner to keep spawning the water on top of the aqueduct block for as long as the aqueduct blocks exist. And so you end up with a steady water channel that you can build yourself Let's say you wanted to build a harbor or an inlet or something like that. You could do that with aqueduct blocks, and you can't do that with literally any other block. And the only block type that has an aqueduct block is the brick. So all of those words are said. And we're going to put the rest of the bricks away. I may go back and do more decorative stuff like that with the brick. But honestly, we're going to end up rebuilding, I think, all of this town anyway, over time, as we kind of continue on to the end game, or get to the end game, and then succeed in our win condition, because we're totally going to succeed. We're only like 7.5 days or so in to the game now, and we're already to the mid game, so we should be all right to win in 30 days, which I'm not surprised at all. It's not actually, if you're doing it like I'm doing it, it's not actually a complicated game to win. That's part of the reason why I made the choices I made in setting the game up. Okay, so instead what we want to do is we want to work toward glassmaking, I think. I was thinking that pottery would take us longer than it did, but it didn't. So we want to work towards glassmaking, because that's our next, our glassworking, what is it? Glassworking. Because we have, that's the next recipe, or the next tech we want to unlock, and that'll give us the ability to make another tier 3 block. We have lumber already, we have bricks already, and then the final one is glass. And you can see that at any time, by the way, by if you mouse over any block. So if let's start from the beginning, actually. If I mouse over Adobe, up here where it shows what the block is you're pointed at, it says tier 1, and the only block here is Adobe in tier 1. We can then also, of course, follow the link. Come on, do it again. Follow the link here. It says, or better, see tier 2, which takes us to the tier 2 stuff. We can also point at any of the tier 2 blocks and see the same thing. And that includes all the different forms of mortared stone. We have 4 of those, and all 3 forms of hewn log, or styles, I guess. Styles of mortar stone and hewn log. That's tier 2. Tier 3, which we were just looking at, of course, is bricks. Far East lumber, which is one of the blueprints from the Strange Cloud, the Strange store. And so you have to pay for those, and I'm too cheap and lazy to do that, so we're not doing that. But hardwood lumber, lumber, and softwood lumber, the 3 types of lumber. We have bricks, as we said, and then there's glass. And then iron pipes and copper pipes, for a very specific reason, also count as tier 3 blocks. So we'll have those, and then we'll get into tier 4 and tier 5 as we get into tier 4 and tier 5. But yeah, so there's the reason that the pipes count, and I was expecting we'd have to do that now, but I guess that'll count with the later, some of the later buildings. But if we had to do an exhaust pipe here, and if we, let's say in our cooking recipe, or cooking specialty, if that's not cooking, if we got to tier 6 and we chose the tier 6 talent of lavish here, like we did with campfire and everything else, if we chose the tier 6 talent here of lavish, that would increase the tier requirement at this table from 2.8, you can see right there, I can barely see that font, to add 0.2 to it, which makes it 3. Now, if the pipes weren't worth this, at least the tier that they're worth, then if this table required exhaust pipes, and this table required exhaust pipes, those pipes would count against you in the room, and a fully tier 3 room that had pipes in it that weren't at least tier 3 would no longer be a fully tier 3 room. So the pipes themselves count as a tier simply for that reason. Now, of course, we don't need the pipes here, as we found out with the cooking, and this one doesn't have an exhaust tab either, so we shouldn't need it here either. But I hope actually that they do add pipe requirement for these tables, because, well, they have an exhaust pipe on them. So why the heck why they don't have a requirement for it, I don't understand. Okay, so back to research for Glassworks. Did we make? I don't even remember if we made the No, I don't think we did. Did we make the Glassworks? Yes, we did. It's up there. Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's fine. The Glassworks then is going to need another room, so we're going to build another room with that hardwood lumber that we have. Wait, this only needs to be a tier 2 room? Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I guess that makes sense because until you make glass, you may not have the ability to build anything tier 2 or tier 3 until you can actually make the glass that's tier 3. Now, of course, somebody on your server, or yourself in my case, has to have bricks in order to make the glass thing, but it's nice that they aren't making you purchase bricks from the brick maker in order to make your glass making table, which is kind of nice. I didn't expect that to be the case, but that makes sense. Your Glassworks, that makes sense. I like that. It's just a surprise to me. Okay, so we need to do a bunch of research. Long story long, we need to do a bunch of research, and that is going to be, of course, 10 plus 10 more geobasics. This is exact same as we did last time for pottery, so we need 20 geobasics. Geobasics, 20 of those. That means we need to go get a crap ton of rock again. Do that, and that. Where are we at, by the way, with our food variety? 52. Good, we're still good on that. And then we needed 5 geo advanced. Yep. And that is going to be 95 mortared stone. So we'll get a metric crap ton of granite to start with, and then we'll go get some sandstone and make our mortared sandstone again. 95 of that, and feed that into the ye old factory again. You can see already some of that mortared sandstone from last time is still there and available, so it's just being used. Oh, there's some granite right there, Wally. Boop. Actually, Batman, speaking of Eco the Dolphin, I was, until Dupermu showed me that he found his, I didn't think it was actually in the game anymore. I thought they had taken it out, like, updates ago. Because I have not seen it, nor anybody with it, for a very long time. So that was actually a what word am I looking for? All right, Mark, thanks for the lurk. No problem. Sleep well. That was actually a reassuring realization. Just used 2 words. That it does still exist. I was surprised. So I can stay there. I'm gonna put the glassworking book right there. All right, so we'll let some of this granite get used. Could rearrange maybe some of this metal so that it's not there. The research could have more room. But while that's kind of going, let's go and get some more of this started. You used up some. It's like 8 that you had available. There's 30 more here. I can make that available to you as well. Not yet, but I can. We need about 60 or so more. I think 80 is the right number. In terms of batch size, I think it's 40 per batch. So we need to grab another 60 stone from down below, down under. Do that. Oh, it's right here. Okay, good. Blue roof. 1, 2, 3 makes 60. There we go. Of course, this is not going to be anywhere near enough granite. But it's enough to get us started. Yeah, we need another 200 or so. Which is basically another full haul. And maybe a little bit more. Or a little bit less than a full haul, I think. So 200 would be 10 stacks, and I think we can carry 12 in the truck. No, more than that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 in the truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 120. We did need... yeah, 200. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do right there. Perfect. We got dirt all over the place, man. Found some more. I actually found some clay, though, too. Out at the farms, which actually we want to drive out there. When we get this stuff maybe going well enough. No, 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 no. Well, there's a decent amount of clay here. Can I go past it? Oh, there it is. Actually, I might have brought some of that clay back already. Okay, you run for a little while. So we can still build this out of that lumber for the Glassworks, but I do want to see how big that is, because it's a big effort. So we need to make sure we make enough room for it. Five by 5 by 5. All right, so our internal dimensions of 6 should be fine then. Like the 6 by 10 room should be fine. So we'll do that. We'll do that. That means we need 8 wide space. Like, say here. 1, 2, 3... no, 7 wide space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7. Right into there. Actually, you could go over here. If I put this away... down there. Over here with me. This line right here is where we need to cut down to. Not very much, which is good. I didn't want to do a bunch of digging today. Got 6. That'll be good. Take this hardwood lumber. And I'm going to put this dirt in the cart. I saw this there. I can run for a few more minutes, and we can take handfuls of this and turn it into a floor here. Yeah, line's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Goes down to there. Drive you forward just a little bit. Yep. More. Is there. Can heal us. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Take a look at what you were up to tonight. Streaming Eco as well. How are you doing in Eco? I'm playing solo. You're playing some crazy Eco. Is that more or less crazy than what I'm doing? But yeah, I'm going through everything solo here. We are working on unlocking glassworking. We kind of got pottery started. Only the second day on your server? Nice. Crazy because of your friends? I have some of those. Hey, some of them are even here tonight. Batman, shout it out. Yeah, so we do, we have community servers, every so often, on our servers, and then otherwise we do, otherwise I play solo, mostly when I play other than those, because I have a problem usually with a lot of, public servers and things. This building needs to be taller than the last ones. Gotta be 5 tall, I almost forgot. That would have been bad. Let's go with this then. But yeah, I enjoy playing it solo because I can do everything I want to when I want to do it, how I want to do it. Oop, broke my hammer. Okay, let's go repair the hammer, and we can shift the mortared stone around while we're in here. Get the mortared stone for glass. There we go. Oh, that lovely sound. Alright, so that should be enough. Plenty enough? Yeah, plenty enough for that. You're good to go as well. So, we'll have everything we need then. Yes, but I want to wait on starting the glassworking book. Because I have that one sneaky, metallurgy book that I want to not accidentally pick up. So, second day, so you're probably working on your second star profession, I'm guessing, depending on the difficulty level. That's a good time. Good time to play. Good time to be alive in Eco. What professions are you taking or looking at taking this time? Back to linear, just so I don't have to mess this up. Be weird. Wait, that's not right. I need to go one higher. Well, you're dumb. Start with 2, but right now you're working on making roads. There's 3 of you. You're the chef and the hunter. That's a good combination. Keep the server fed. It's a good honorable task. I've only done cooking, I think, really kind of once for a server. Not my strongest nor most favorite task. I don't usually do it. I'm usually a miner. And then either doing, you know, working with stone or working with ore. Depending on how I feel that day, more or less. Got more people joining? Oh, that's good. Yeah, having more is always nice. I don't think I've ever done hunting on any of our servers. Not as like a primary thing. Sometimes I would take it later just to kind of help out. But as a primary thing, I don't think I've ever done it. There. Trying to think. I don't think so. Oops, I need to do rectangle. Let's do floor, that way it doesn't get all weird. Okay, there. Yeah, the early game's always a fun time, though. You know what? I don't have enough blocks for this. I need another 16. How did I'm more short on the hardwood lumber. Probably because this is taller. Yeah. Let's try something. Can I glean enough out of this to make it still look okay and not look stupid? If I do this, probably not quite. It's only 12. I still need 6 more. I don't really want to make another batch of those. I really don't want to make another batch of lumber, but I guess hardwood lumber, but I guess I will. It's fine. What's the smallest batch I can make that's efficient? Hardwood lumber, is it 20 or is it going to be... It's technically 40 with oil. But if I ignored the oil costs, I could do... Yeah, let's just ignore the oil costs. Let's just do 20 more lumber. That'll put me at 95 hardwood boards, which will be fine. I don't know if I have any hardwood on hand, though. I don't have enough. Well, maybe I do. 95, I guess that's 100 hardwood boards, or 96 hardwood boards. Yeah, I have enough. Just barely. That'll be fine. Okay, food. Here. I have to make at least another batch of my standard food here, I think. Don't think we'll have, I don't think we'll be ready to switch over to primary of the cooking recipes yet. Not till we get the laboratory up and going, can make those advanced upgrades at least. Okay, so that's going to take it another 4 minutes or so to complete. I also need to turn some of that into some doors. Should I do another big-ass door like that here? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to stick with a smaller door here. And I should also make some of it into stairs, too. I don't think I need to put any more back there. I'm not going to put a back door on this one simply because of the because of the size of the glassworks. We can grab 2 of them, make into stairs, and then we can turn 4 of them into doors. I think it's 4. Let's do hardwood. Okay, lumber door. Hardwood. Yeah. That'll be fine. But I want you to use the regular wood boards, not the good ones. Well, maybe eventually the good ones. I'll wait on the doors. We'll do those lastly. I think I needed 6 more of these, right? So, one of the things that I've done in preparation for playing this solo is I've actually worked with a friend of mine who's also doing this. You can check out his series. He's doing it on YouTube, Derpumu. He and I worked on some, more him than me, honestly, some sort of math, and not really math, some planning to see what order we could possibly do the professions in. And it actually comes down to a fairly static order you kind of have to follow. Some of there's some choice you can make. You can do A before B or B before A in a lot of places. But it's pretty static in terms of you kind of have to do a set of professions, one at a time in order to really get to the end of the game kind of correctly. There's a lot of dependencies and things like that. And also thank you for the follow, Ken Healis. There's a lot of dependencies where, this profession requires, either directly requires, like, i.e. I can't even research the book, or indirectly requires, i.e. like taking baking. In order to take baking, you need to be able to make a baking oven. In order to be able to use baking, once you take it, you need to be able to make a baking oven. And that baking oven can only be made once you have bricks. And in order to make bricks, you have to have a kiln. And the kiln can only be made by a mason. And in order to get masonry, you have to have a miner, that's not a problem. But so there's some dependency there that, you may not necessarily, it's not necessarily direct dependency. Like, you can unlock baking a lot earlier. You don't have to have brick making unlocked or pottery unlocked, but you need bricks in order to make it. So somebody on your server has to have unlocked pottery and made some bricks in order for you to be able to use the baking skill kind of thing. So we kind of went through and looked for those kind of indirect dependencies or those kind of questionable dependencies and found a huge line of dependencies that we needed to come up with, and then we both came up with a slightly different order, but it's all kind of generally the same. Jonathan, welcome in. Shark Hat time. So like, I did certain things in an order that's different than his, but our first however many are kind of a variance on the same set, and you kind of had to do them in kind of a general order. So watching my series and watching his, you'll see the professions unlocked kind of in a similar order because of that. And as you get later game, they even get more kind of locked into a sequence. Okay, the lumber is all done, so we can make those 2 doors now. We should have just a handful of boards, a handful meaning 1. We might as well just suck that up by these lumber doors. I could also do the large lumber doors. These are garage door style, and we can drive our trucks and things through them and have garages. We'll do that, but not right now. I don't think, not right now. So lumber door down here, and hardwood lumber door. Do 2 of those. Those will just take 30 seconds or so. And then the rest of the lumber can go into that stockpile with the stuff. Dr. Doof. We got tentacles and sharks. It's the Doof. Dr. Doof. Check out his factorio. You called me a big shark head. And, oh, dang it. Come on, thing, type. Okay, why did that drop the... There we go. All right. No. I'm having problems tonight. There we go. And Batman. Check out Batman's channel, too. He's been doing some streaming lately. Lots of YouTube, too. I'm assuming you have your YouTube link there. No, I have that, actually. I can do. I think. Yes, I do. Your YouTube link as well. Look at me having all the things and stuff. Almost like I was prepared with things or something. Alright, and there's the lumber doors, which we did have some over there, but we hadn't had the hardwood. Those are the regular ones, I think. Yeah. So, lumber, regular lumber, softwood lumber, hardwood lumber, regular lumber doors, hardwood lumber doors. This is that large wooden sliding door. We didn't make any softwood doors, but that's fine. Eldar made the one for your YouTube? Yes. That's what I said. It's a good thing I was paying attention today. Or I was prepared for today. So that should lead me to now being able to run the sus. Exactly. Now being able to run the research. Research for the glass. Got it all? Make sure that one metallurgy is still there, and we can put in the labor. Eat something, put in more labor. There we go. All right. And now we've got a bit of dirt. That's probably enough. Maybe not, but we'll see. And I want to drive out to the farm because I did a little bit of road work I didn't have a whole lot of time in the last, 46 hours between the end of the last stream and the start of this one. But I did a little bit of more road work, and I now have a clear path out to the farms in the grasslands. I've been able to stream and record, not being able to breathe, and having no voice makes things difficult. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, you got a lot of content there on your YouTube now, and your stream. You've got stream archives there on Twitch, and you'll stream again. I know it. Yeah, Doof is finally back from the dead today for the first time this week. Good to see you back, though. I lurked all day. I didn't get a chance to say much, but I lurked all day. It's been a crazy week this week. So we have now this path out here. 20 episodes of Supermarket Sim. Yeah, that's great. And as I was getting out here, I got to this point where there was some crushed sandstone and crushed iron ore in the ground right here on the surface. So I picked it up because that's how I roll. And stop causing trouble. Oh, I wish. I wish this was something that I could control. We'll just put it that way. Maybe I didn't bring enough dirt. Oh well. We'll just do that. That's fine. And then this. And stamp the road down here. A lot for you, yeah. Iron ducks, welcome in. I'll bring out a little bit more dirt later on. That'll be fine. And eventually this road, I don't know if this road will continue beyond this point or not, but what's quacking in? We could continue it down further south. The only reason that I probably would is if we wanted to get into this area in order to manage the oak farm that we're talking about putting down here in this nice bright white area. But I'm also working on the road over here, and since this is going to be a belt road, it's going to go all the way through. This one kind of makes more sense to run into here, but maybe I'll just, cross all the way across to there and connect back up to here at that point. Maybe. But that's kind of the end of the road here, so I need another 6, 9. Nice. Another 9 dirt. Oh, the clay. Hey. The clay. Take that clay back with me. Should I take this stockpile? Yeah, I'll take the stockpile. I don't care. I don't think I need to do any of the farming that we have out here while we're out here, so I'll come back out for that whenever I need it. We're kind of using the plants, but we're kind of using them slowly, which is kind of good. Where Doof is, Iron Ducks isn't far behind. So this road will eventually get widened out to 5 just because, which is why there's a 4th spot there ready to go. I'll do the 5th one on this side. I need to bring this whole level down at some point so that I have it at the same level as the top of the road. Otherwise this road would have been awful if I had to go up even one more block. It is that tight. This is going to be a belt road, east-west belt road. This will be 5 wide all the way around the world, paved with asphalt. The one that we're going to go to next, that I was pointing at on the map, is a north-south belt road, going to be 5 wide, paved with asphalt the whole way around the world. And then these side roads, they might be asphalt, they might just be stone. I don't know yet. Some of them will be 3s, some of them will be 5s. Just kind of depends on random whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So we can drop this clay off. And I want to grab a few dirt ramps over here. Clay. Just got home, saw me stream, and Doof has nothing to do with it. That's what they all say. That's what they all say. There, yeah, that's fine. Down here, we'll grab 10, that's fine. And we'll drive on further. 2 minutes left in that glassworking book, but also if we wanted to do it tonight, we're going to have to sleep for some time. because we have 4 hours till we get to that star. So we may have to just do some sleep. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time in the past 2 days to do a whole lot of off-camera work, so very little time passed. Like maybe it was only about an hour or something of off-camera work. Kind of sad, really. Sure, it was a coincidence. And we'll obviously put guardrails on these bridges and overpasses and things as we upgrade the roads and stuff. I'm not going to do it all right now because it's just going to get replaced, but eventually we'll have that. So this will take us down to this level here. We're going to need to stamp out some of this road as well, obviously. Eventually we'll obviously be paving this, but the dirt roads are fine for a while. I'm probably not going to replace the dirt with stone. I'm probably just going to go straight from dirt to asphalt and then widen it at the same time. Just because then I'll have a bunch of stone that I'll have to deal with, and I don't really feel like dealing with that. Not that we can't just crush it and be rid of it, but you know. And then I'm going to want to turn this eventually, but not yet. I am going to need to bring some stone out here though, because to go across this little ravine here, it's kind of a weird little ravine. There's like, 3 corn stalks, some mushrooms, some button mushrooms, and flax in here, and it's got some limestone and stuff, but it's kind of a weird little ravine. What about spending some more time in this to try to build a village? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. I mean, I've kind of styled it a little bit, like, like the Old West town kind of style, but, but I am going to do some other building, too. Game could really do with NPCs. Now, I'm kind of surprised that there aren't any mods or anything that do something with that. It would be a very quiet village, yes. Yeah, that's where NPCs could be useful, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of styled around, not necessarily massive multiplayer, although it does work as a massive multiplayer game. But, large multiplayer anyway, or whatever. Like, you can have dozens of people. Yeah, community play. It's good for dozens of people. So in that case, you don't necessarily need, especially if you're a group of people who are on, at the same time or similar times. Sorry about the yawns. Full of something today. Let's see. Who's in here? Stop listening to yours, Jonathan. What'd you do that for? And, I want those stone roads. We'll take these ones first, because these ones are in the engineering box. And also, that's all I can carry. They keep you company. Okay, that's all I can... This is no, it's a buggy one. Never mind. That might be enough. 120... 110. That might be enough. 110 roads. 11 roads. It's probably enough for what we're doing. Now let's go back out there and keep working on our little road. Peace and quiet. Enough difficult people? Are we talking about Caledorn again? Obviously, like, this whole road bed is going to get dug up and chopped up and broken up, and turned into and paved. Right now I'm just driving on the bare stone because it's nearly as fast. It's as fast as dirt roads and nearly as fast as stone roads, so I'm fine with it. But eventually, right, we'll need to have more something at that point. Alright, so let's put down some of this road. I'm going to go out by 9 because this one is stuck out a little bit further. We'll get 10 here. Nope. Stone roads have a 20% speed bonus. For this vehicle. It varies by vehicle. But, oh, I see what you're getting at. Thank you, ducks, for being pedantic. Let's go out this far. Get ready to turn off food and just turn into a builder. They are sedentary. All I heard was technically correct, and that's the best kind of correct. I don't think so, Batman, but maybe... Sedimentary. It depends on what kind of rock you put in the roads. If you use sandstone, yes. If you use gneiss, then no, actually. That's igneous rock. Gneiss one. This will be our 3-wide road here. You may notice that I'm going directly at the edge of that mountain. The reason I'm doing that is because if I went up by one more chunk, I like my chunk-aligned roads. If I went in this chunk instead, you would see that I would be going directly over this river here. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go right adjacent to the river instead. I like that better. It is what it is. And then we can just stamp this down again. Fine. Now with that we can't. There we go. Was that to trim a bit off the edge of that mountain? It's fine. I could have come down further and went through the mountain like we did up there. No, over here. I suppose. That would have been kind of fun too in a different way. But we're here. The chunk leads into the Goonies. I'm going to trim, or I'm going to pick this, harvest this flax that's here just for fun. Flax is useful. Tastes delicious. You turn it into oil, I guess. Not worried about harvesting all the grass. We don't really need that much plant fiber. But crops, why not? And of course, again, this is only a 3-wide road. We'll want to go out to 5 at some point. Where they filmed Goonies is only 4 hours from you. Nice. Take this wheat out here too. That one too. Too hungry. Ironically, too hungry. Gneiss. Called gneiss. Typical Oregon coast weather. Corner's gonna be a bit of a tough one to do, but that's okay. I could put corners on the roads, I suppose. Might be a nice thing to do. Okay, so take out all of this stuff. Don't have to go up very high. Technically, we don't have to go up any more than about 3 blocks, but I'm just going to go ahead and take it all out while we're here. And let's do this. They keep falling off this here. Fill that in. And stoned. And do this too. There we go. Nice and clean. We'll have to take one more row off when we widen the road. That's fine. That's a future Wally problem. Looks like we have a multiple block drop-off coming up. Future Wally deserves better. Don't tell him that. There's just now there's a few here, so we should figure out how we want to position this ramp. I put all my ramps away though, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, good, we got some more crushed stone here. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go from block 74 down all the way down to here. Yes, we're gonna come all the way down to here. So down to block 70, that's 4 drop, which means we need to have a 16 run, which means I probably shouldn't have bothered smoothing all this here because we're gonna need to drop down sooner. If we go with a 16 run, rock and stone. Let's see, if I started it here at 225 and 16 is 241. That would put the road end, or the ramp ending rather, way out here. So maybe I back it up just a little bit. Right here it would end. Not bad, actually. It's not too bad. I could do that. 241 though is where at in the chunk? I could shorten it by 2. Started at 223 instead. Yeah, we could come back to here, start the ramp here. No, that's too soon. Let's just do it here. 225, I said. Yeah, so take out these last 6 blocks of road. I can do the basic road editing here. Without ramps. Should have kept some ramps. I should have known better. Oh, we're full. I could pull some of the stuff back out. That and this. Those are smaller stacks of stuff that I've randomly picked up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to take this with me. I would probably also like to take this with me, because I can use some of it. That again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. It drops down again. There. Oh, then I need to put some of the dirt back in. At the next level down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just use stone ramps here too, I suppose. 2, 3, 4. And then this drops down 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. It drops down again. Okay. Go ahead and take this out. And then I also want to take this one here. Oopsie. Wrong one. This one here. Put it in there. Then one last thing that I always do on ramps, dirt ramps especially, is I turn the end, if it's dirt, I turn the end piece into dirt road. 2, 3, 4. Omega, welcome in. Yes, roads. We're going, we need roads. Never in inventory. Really? Okay. I guess never mind then. Maybe. You know what? Actually, take this larger stack of stuff. Reduce my weight a little bit. It needs all the help I can give it. And then I need to bring out 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, 12 ramps. I figured out how to get the hell out of here, too. Go this way. Without falling and breaking something. Nothing can break it. Clean our inventory out here a little bit. We take those ramps back, or we could have a little nap and push our way toward glass. Actually, it might be worthwhile to make a couple of food items and re-improve our variety score. I have limestone. I want to drop it off here. And I do, so I do. This one and this one. The sulfur that I have is... I've got a spot for that elsewhere. Dog is in between sleep and wanting your Chex Mix. Sounds like a dog. I have this dirt. And a little bit more of it into ramps, but I'm going to take the 12 ramps from here. Makes that a little bit better. Inventory management is always a hassle in these games. I have seeds for you. Let's go in the other seed box. Food goes in here. Ben, you like flying sunrise because of all the falling? Oh, he's being protective of you? That's good. This can all go in there. And, missed the other seed chest plus something else. Can go there and there. Actually, these can go there. Where's Svalbard 1 at? There it is. Black seeds. There you are. There you are, my friend. Okay, so this stone goes someplace too. That can go in blue as well, I think. Down here someplace. Excellent. Okay. So he goes into nurse mode. Yeah, that's good though. Taking care of you. No, I should probably keep some of that dirt on me. Because I might want to take some of that, crushed stone we saw. Take like 30 dirt back with me. Let's take a look at what foods we need to eat to get our skill back up again, or our variety bonus back up again. Skippy, there. Those still haven't fallen off yet. Not going to replace them. Those haven't either. Hard pineapple. I shouldn't have any in storage. I don't. There was 6 of those. Getting rain and wind. Guess your weather tomorrow. I'm going to guess sunny and warm. 6 taro. Well, no. Field campfire stew. Have any of that made? Well, it looks like negative. I need to have 2 of those. And these are all 0.48s, right? Or yeah, all 0.48s. Let's make 2 of those. No, and chances of Calendar aren't showing up. Yeah, the chance of Calendar showing up is pretty negative at this point. Let's see, fish stew. We can make some of that. That's just meaty stew, so I think I'm going to make it out of meat rather than fish. Fried tomatoes, too. These are also good to be a 2. Wait. 4. 4 for these. Well, how many do I have of these? Do I have any of these? No. 4 for these, then. Salad. 2 meaty stew. Yep. Oh, maybe I should do the fish stew instead. 2 of those. Do I have any of those made? I have 1 of those made. But the cost-wise, I'm gonna make 2 still. Want to train a still chance, and you have better odds of winning the lottery. Yes, you do. Also, I think it's more lucky when he doesn't show up. Do root, forage. Okay, so we were how many items short? 5, and I happen to pick up 5 items. Good. Excellent. Excellente. Let's see. Yeah, let's go back out and keep working on our little road here. I think I said this before, I'm kind of mildly hesitant to do a whole lot of crafting on the advanced stuff until we actually get in, until we get more efficiency. Because it's just a lot of item gathering that I don't want to do. What was what Latin? What did I mumble? Really hard to tell. Because I could have just mumbled incoherently, or I could have mumbled something that was Latin, or another language, or I could have done this. Oh, I didn't say that. I wouldn't agree, or I would not. Jeez, oh, Pete. There's a lot of things I could have done. You only really know English? Yeah, me too. I've not been known to be the most coherent person. Okay, so ramps.
Nerd alert!
Nerd alert. Welcome back, Dan. Welcome back to the chat, I should say. You've probably been lurking the whole time. Today's nerd shirt says, "Bacon makes it better." You're fluent in swearing. And in all cases but one, that is dessert, it is a true statement. I will go on record here to say that bacon on dessert is sacrilege. Answer, just add bacon. The cooking is great without any bacon? Oh, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of stuff that is fine without bacon, but you disagree on which part? Bacon can be dessert? Us. But you're a chef. I mean, if anybody should know, it should be you. Break down some of this stone just because I don't want these standing stones sitting here. Oh, I get you. I meant like as an ingredient in a traditional dessert. Yes, I will agree with your statement now, Doof. Yes, bacon can be a dessert. It does not enhance an existing dessert. Make it so. Bacon can be whatever it wants. Amateur cook, you do it for fun? Yeah, well, that doesn't mean that it's not good just because it's something you do for a hobby. But no, Doof's a chef. Like, trained, right? Like, professionally trained chef Doof, right? Chef Doof? Page 54. Centuries ago, when laboratory animals were used for experiments, scientists would sometimes become attached to the creatures. This would be a problem if the experiment involved killing them. I would suggest that you unattach yourself from the Borg, Mr. LaForge. I, Borg, Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 5, Episode 23, of The Wisdom of Picard. I have a culinary degree and worked for a few years as a chef. Yeah, that's where I was going. Name in the game for Dan. All right, Dan, so we'll make you a sign. Any preference on the type of material? We can do hewn, mortared, or lumber at this point. And any preference on and what would you like it to say? And or where would you like it to go? Mortared shale. Is there a mortared shale? Not a mortared shale. You're insane. Can't do mortared shale. free time, you take some classes and various things. You don't need another degree? Yeah, me neither. I think I'll level this off here, and we'll dig up at least the crushed iron. Probably also some of the stone. If the dirt we have carrying allows for it. Well, do more of the former and less of the latter, Batman, and we'll come out on top. Let's see, I have 20 more dirt. Darker mortar. You're talking about granite? Yep, we can do that. Well, so here's a thing that most people don't know. They actually have partially added. I might have taken too much of this. That's okay. They actually partially added a support for mortared shale and mortared something else. EMT and combat arms, yes indeed. Is that to be your name? No, it could just be a message. I've just been kind of tailoring it to the person's name, I guess. Mortared basalt, mortared gneiss, and mortared shale are all in the code. They just don't have 3D objects for them yet. So we might at some point see all styles or all colors or all base materials of mortared stone in the game. I don't know, but we might. Yeah, it took a little too much, but that's okay. A little too much off the top. All right, so we need to do the same kind of thing here, which I didn't bring any more ramps, so maybe we'll stop at this point. But we need to plan another ramp here. Down. This will take us down into what will become our new oak grove. All the oaks that are right by our town will probably get taken down. Actually, I have some dirt here, but I won't have the ramps to do it. So, let's see. So we're at height 70. We need to end up at height 67. And then, does that drop off again or not? No. Should I come down that far? We're going to have to come back up again. This is 67, 68, 69, 68, 69, 70, but then that doesn't stay up very far. I think we should... You have an idea for the sign? Oh dear. $69, $68, $69, $70 here. It comes back up to 71. Right, 68, 67, 68, 69. Back up to 70 there. So maybe I just go down. Or maybe I just stay up. I could just stay up here. We're going to connect back up with a 70 over there if I did the math right. Anyway, so I could just stay up here at 70. It would leave this as like a weird open kind of bridge area, though. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Maybe we'll think about this one for a while. Wally loves Gizmo. All right, we can do that. As long as it's not offensive, I don't really care. It can even be mildly offensive, and I may not care. But we'll leave this for now. We'll go back and do something else. Just because I want to think about it a little bit longer. How I want to plan that road out. Because either I can do a ramp down and then back up again. Or I can do a bridge across, and then with the bridge across, I can optionally fill it in to bring the level of the land up. That's going to require a lot of dirt. Not that we don't have a lot of dirt, but it would require a lot of dirt. So that's kind of a lot of effort. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but I'll have to give it some thought. Maybe we'll kind of split the difference and not go down all the way to 67, but maybe go down 1 or 2, fill up to that point, and then come back up again. Not sure. What kind of material, Jonathan, would you like? Wood or stone? Right now, we can choose between any of the colors or styles of wood that you see that I've built with. Basically, besides brick. The brick we can't make the sign yet for brick. Let me pick. Okay, well, we're doing a mortared granite for Dan. I have some wood signs and some stone signs, but I think I have more stone signs. So we'll do wood sign then. Let's see. Let's do a small hanging stone. Fine. That'll take 40 seconds to make. And then I'll make a hewn sign for Jonathan. How many hewn logs do I have? Just the regular kind. That'll be fine, I think. Small. Do a standing wood sign for that. We could do it in any kind of wood, though. What kind of wood should we do? What kinds do I have? I don't have much. I could go get some more. Do cedar, I guess. We did do a cedar sign already, though. Let's do a Seba sign. That'll take 16 seconds. Mm-hmm. There we go, Dan. And there you go, Jonathan. Okay, let's see. Let's put some stuff away, I think. And then I think it's time to take a little nap. That little nap will add up to 3.5 hours, but it'll be a little nap. Go in here and we'll take a nap in the big bed. In the big bed. Nap time. That's the end of my water too. What time is it? We should go get some more water, but I don't want to step away from this because if it goes over, I don't want it to go over. I want it to just hit and then be done. My eyes. I kind of do appear to be naked, don't I? It does, yeah. But maybe I'm one of those people who sleeps with my eyes open. You never know. And there's a hole in the blanket. Yeah. It'd be kind of chilly, isn't it? All my tools still piled up here, though. There's our star. And I appear in the wall again. Unstuck myself up onto the roof. And we have our new skill. So, our new star. So we can go ahead and take the skill. This leads to that. Leads to these. And then, oh, we got a craving too for loaded taro fries. All right, we should probably grab one of those. Or later, if I remember to eat it. And let's go ahead and take our glassworking skill. That's under here, there, and here. The glassworking, mostly about making glass. Oh, you know what we could have done before we did all this? We could have gone and dug up a shit ton of sand. That would have been helpful. Glassworking works at primarily 2 different tables. Obviously, there's the laboratory. There's a bunch of stuff at the glassworks. Glass, of course. Lenses as well, which we can actually use if we wanted to with mechanics. And a whole bunch of vases of different colors and designs, which we definitely will make some of those. They're good decorations. And then we can make, at level 2, we can make light bulbs, decorative glass buoys, and standing glass signs. I don't know if we can make those yet or not. Those might take steel as well. At Glassworking 4, we can switch our glassworking or glass recipe to use quicklime, presuming we can make the quicklime, which we kind of can already, but also kind of can't. Instead of using crushed limestone, it's much more efficient that way. At least once you have, again, modifiers or modules. And then Glassworking level 5 unlocks frame glass if we have a if we have the steel, which we don't. Then, of course, at level 7, we get the upgrade. And then at electronics assembly, which will happen much, much later in the game, we can make fiberglass with mixing plastic and glass together. So that'll come much later. But for right now, we need to get the glassworks up and running and get some glass made, basically. Which means, of course, like I said, we'll have to dig up a bunch of sand. I didn't even think about until it was just now. So this is a big effing building, or big effing table. I want it this way. Yeah, that's a good way. 5 by 5 by 5. It also has an appearance of a chimney, but you don't have to hook exhaust pipes to it. It is fake chimney. It does need fuel. You can go grab some fuel from our fuel wagon here. There it is. And I'll just put this extra 5 in there too, for reasons. And we're just going to basically make a bunch of this glass to start with. We need the glass to make the vases. We need the glass to make the lenses. We need the glass to make the everythings. We do need to get some crushed limestone and the aforementioned sand in here. Turn off all of these for now. I'm going to put some storages up for this. you will need a box. So maybe I should go see about some chests. And we'll put the stockpile on the roof and all that kind of thing for now. Actually, yeah, it'll be on a different roof, but that's okay. Let's go this way then. I'm up the ladder again. And we'll drop down to that roof level and we'll put a stockpile up there. We won't be adding rooms onto these right for a while yet, so it's fine, I think, to have it this way. You go, how am I doing this? One away from the front. Let's go, I don't care. There. There's fine. We'll call this one glass roof. And then you guys go there behind the door. Call this glass. Even though glass goes in the stockpile, we can the vases and stuff will go into that box. So let's see. Good, these two here. Off my mouse button click hold thing, and we can just drag those up to the very top. Okay, so we need to do a bunch of collection of things. I'll put this limestone in here, fresh limestone, because we're gonna have to use a bunch of limestone to make the glass. Each recipe of glass takes 1 limestone, always, even when we have modules. The only thing the modules reduce is the sand. Let's go down into the mine and dig up a bunch of sand, and then we can transfer over a bunch of crushed limestone, which actually we have some down here in the mine too. Like this thing is nearly full of it, and there's some down here and some all over the place. So digging up sand. Where I was digging sand for the bricks, I'll also dig the sand here. Other stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I think if I dig any higher, I will build a platform, like a scaffolding to walk across. I think that'll be best. Okay, well, I learn how to count to 6. Leave 2 rows here again like I just had so that I can climb up higher. Worked out pretty well the last time. Do it again. I'm probably going to want, it's 4 sand per glass. I don't want to make a whole bunch, but maybe I want a couple of 100 sand in the end. Take a while to get all of that, but when I say in the end, I mean for tonight. We'll fill this stockpile up, transfer that around, and then come back down and dig some more. Well, fill it up the rest of the way. It's got a bunch of iron in it already. I was thinking I would need more iron, so I came down here and mined a bunch, and then I didn't need it. My luck works. Once we get mechanics really going, we'll really need some more iron, so that'll be fine. And once we get steel going, we'll need even more iron. It'll be great to have. There's actually a thing that people do often in this game. And what it is, they set themselves up as a miner in the desert when they're wanting to do smelting. And that's actually kind of fallacious. Because while you do need iron, and a lot of it when you're smelting, the way the iron efficiency works when you're refining it, it gets so good toward the end of the game you end up needing just basically a tiny amount of iron compared to, especially some kind of coal or charcoal. So I should have done this different. Kind of. It's fine. So you're much better off setting yourself up as a miner, wanting to go into smelting in like the swamplands, and then just getting people to bring you iron who are in the grasslands or the desert, rather than setting up where the iron is, and then having to bring in all the coal. So the desert's not necessarily the best place for smelting, even though a lot of people try to do it that way. Let's see if we can do a decent transfer here. Can I see those new stockpiles? Chance? Yes, I can. You can have this. This. Oh, the sand's not going to be visible from here, though. Oh, yes, it is. And this. Let's get that started. The kids, they yearn for the mines. Indeed. Let's see. Let's do 20 for now. Yeah, let's do 20 to start with. That'll be fine. Then we'll go from there. Kids, they yearn for the mines. And I need to make some room for the glass to go in there. The thing we're going to run out first is the limestone. So let's go transfer some of that limestone. Why Wally is digging. Because I'm a kid? I'm going to use all my crushed first. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Let a few of those get made. I'm going to go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. And I'm back. All right. I did run a 1 minute ad while I was gone, which bought us a few minutes of more ad-free time to get us to the end of the stream. At least I think so. Let's transfer all this, a bunch of this limestone down here. Thank you, sir. And that should give us enough for this 20. Plenty. And then we'll do some more. And then what we can do with that glass is we can make those vases. But for those vases, we need these different colored powders. Those are all made at the mill. We haven't bothered doing it yet. So we should do some of that as well. And we already at glassworking level 2. It took 4 pieces of glass being made to get to glassworking level 2. We'll make a few lenses maybe right away, but maybe not. So let's come down here to the mill, and we can take a look at how we can make the different powders. What we need to make them and all of those things. We're probably going to need some more milling room here, unfortunately. I consolidate things. That works too. That might be enough room then. Also move this oil down there. Yeah, let's do that. It gives me an extra spot there. And then I can wedge it in here or something too. So blue powder is made from huckleberries. We can easily make that. Let's make 40 of this. Yeah, make 40 of this, which makes 200. This might be all we ever have to make. But we'll make that much. Charcoal powder. We need to make some charcoal in order to get charcoal powder. Do we need this for that? No, it doesn't look like we need that for this yet. Colored powder is used in making the oil paint. We don't need that yet. Copper hydroxide. We will need that to make cyan powder. Cyan powder is a blend of copper hydroxide, blue, and white, so we'll have to make some copper hydroxide. Which means we need some crushed copper, which means we might need to go mine for some copper. Let's make 40 of that as well. Oh wait, you can't go into there. You need to go into a regular box. Ooh. Where do I want to put that then? Could put up another box, I suppose. Don't really have the room in here, but we could do it anyway. Yeah, we could make it. We could make the room. There it is. Automatically connected it up. Okay, so let's go grab that box. And move it up to the top here just so we know where it's at. Okay, so we'll do this copper hydroxide. We'll do 40, which means I need 19 crushed copper ore. We'll go get that in a little while. Cyan powder, that's a secondary powder. We'll do that in a little bit. The iron oxide, we'll also need some crushed iron ore. We'll do the same amount, so we need 19 of that. We do have a bunch of that laying around, though, so that'll be okay. Let's eat those fries, eat these things, and then eat that thing, because that gets us up all of those. Magenta powder needs a bunch of urchins. I did collect some urchins, but they're in a chest that you can't see right now. Take from here. This is also a 40, so we're going to need 19 of those, which we happen to have, so we can make magenta powder. Powdered creosote, do I want to do that for yellow powder, or do I want to do the other one, which is sunflowers? I think I'm going to do the sunflowers. Let's do 40 of those also. Yeah, 40 of those also. And that is a full batch of recipes. We still need to make the white, which is trillium, which is fine, and then we have to make the cyan. So let's go get 19 crushed iron ore. Put it somewhere where you can see it, which I think is going to probably be white roof. I will probably let you take from there. Ah, there it is. Take from. This up. Here's actually the iron ore. Put that in there. Let's push some of this together here, maybe. That. You picked up some. You need 4 more. 4. Right there. Look at that. Okay. That'll be fine. We just need to go now get some copper. We have to find it. I do have a cart on me, so that's fine. I think where I'll get it is going to be up here in the mountains by the pine trees and stuff here. Because I remember seeing some in the walls and stuff. Here's some right there, which I can get. There's some right there, which I can get. I'm going to kind of go up a little bit and then work my way back, maybe. I'm over there. I don't want to get into here and through here and around here. There, here. Let's start here. This should be fine. So we need to chop at least 19 blocks worth of copper. No, more than that. Yeah, more than that. Wouldn't hurt to do more. Not 19 chunks, but 19 like cubes. But we actually need 19 divided by 0.8. Whatever that is, Jonathan. That's 5/4. That's 1.25 times 19. So about 25. Yeah, 25 would be rounding up. So yeah. See, I know you can do math. So that's going to be each, that's 5, 10, 15, 20 already. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this node then. It was bigger than I feared it would be, so it's yielding a bit more, but we'll go ahead and finish up this node. And that will probably give us just enough. Any others? Oh, that looks like we cleaned it out pretty good. And that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Back we go. Squeeze through here? Not quite. Too fat. Oh no, there we go. Maybe? I did it! Okay. Let's see, you're linked to whom? Orange or blue? Okay, blue sounds good. Blue sounds good. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. Crush the crap out of that. 6 of those. Give us 24. Wait a minute. Did I do the math wrong? I only need 19 of those. Never mind. Shut up, Wally. Alright. Those. Go queue up the white powder. That glass is nearly done, so we can start another batch of 20. And we are nearly to level 3. Maybe we don't want to do... Let's just do 10. We'll need 10 more sand for that, but that's fine. We can. I think we still have some in that stockpile downstairs. One there. Maybe not. It was like mine 48, I think. I guess we didn't. Okay. Mine some more. Got time. should really probably put that cart down here and use it as a storage point, but TBA. And be arsed. And I didn't stop at 10. I'm just going to go over and get a little bit. Collect it up here. Since we're here, we might as well do a bit. Finish off this wall, I guess. And the sand on that direction. That'll be good. Back upstairs and transfer that over again. We were transferring it from the bloomery. Using the bloomery. Take this one with me too. Might as well. How much we get. And then that goes down, and there's level 3 dinging. Means we can now do the speed upgrade for all of that. Go into here, there, here, and alone. Because I'm never going to have more than one of those big-ass glassworks. I did glass for the whole server last time and didn't need more than one. Oh, it's fine. That in there. Good. I didn't want you to take another damn ad break, game. Or Twitch. Dang it. That's why I did the 1 minute thing. Jerk. Alright. Copper. Wait. Wait, I can just do this. And then we can do the cyan powder. We have white, blue, and copper hydroxide. This uses 0.95 for each one, so that's a 20. Now let's do 40 of those. Because we have 200 of most of these. This one will be 200. This is fine. And eat those to get us back up to 52 variety, hopefully. Nope. More stuff fell off in the time. Alright, well, that's what I'll be doing off camera over the next 2 days, is figuring out what I need to eat and getting that gained up. We'll obviously keep making glass. I'll set up another batch here, I think. We can make some more. We'll just do 10 more for now, since we don't have enough sand for more than that. We'll let that go. Oh, you can also see the animation here, which is kind of a neat animation. It is at least a neat animation. That'll be good. And then next time, we'll see how far we get. Our next skill, I think, is painting. No, paper milling is next. We'll work on that. Work toward that next time. Look at the research table, see what it takes. We'll keep working on some of the glass stuff. I can show you guys how the glass blocks construct at the beginning of the next episode, like some of the different forms and things, like we did with the bricks this time. And then we can make a little bit more glass stuff, make those pots and things, and we'll see what where that leads us in the next little bit. But for now, at least, we're gonna leave this here. And we'll pick this up again on Saturday. If you are available tomorrow in the evening at the normal stream time, 9:30 Eastern U.S. time, stop by for community game night in Discord. We just do it in Discord. It's a nice kind of way to relax and chill on a Friday night. No pressure because nobody's streaming. Games that you can easily jump into and not have to, be there on this every week to continue with the storyline or anything like that. So yeah, stop by and join us for that if you're interested. And then also, if you're not already on my YouTube channel, make sure you check that out because if you aren't there, you're not able to see stream archives for streams you miss as easily. I mean, I guess you can watch them here on Twitch too, but they're a little bit easier to watch, I think, on YouTube. And also, you're missing half my content because I do dedicated stuff for YouTube every day. And that content does not get streamed. It goes straight to YouTube, and you will never see it if you aren't there. So go ahead and check that out as well. But for now, we're going to leave this here, and we'll be back again on Saturday to continue our adventures in eco, working on some of these professions, some more brick stuff, glass stuff, and then getting into paper milling, which will open up the way to a little bit more stuff. It's really kind of just a gateway drug, and gets us to the next interesting thing. Tonight we're going to raid Catafly. Catafly's playing Satisfactory, so a new factory it looks like. Second day on it, so it's kind of an early factory here. So let's take a look and see what Catafly and possibly some others. I'm not sure if it's a multiplayer thing, but stick around and see what they're up to over there in Satisfactory. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all again. Oh, and Ken Helas, thank you again for the raid. And we'll see you all again on, if not for game night tomorrow, then Saturday for more eco. Have a good one. Bye for now.